You know, I keep asking myself the question, what is the Thorn curse? Who does it affect? Is it just Thorn family members? Do I have to be worried about the actress Bella Thorne? Or NXT wrestler Shane Thorne? Or is it something that only affects Strode family members? It's all on this investigation board that I don't show anybody because they might think I'm freaking nuts. Southland Films is back at it again with Halloween Revenge of the Sandman.
Dozens of witches with all their boats. You may think they scare me, you're probably right. What cats and goblins on Halloween night?
Alright, I'm starting to get deja vu because I'm hearing the same poems. They're taking place in the same time period. So we start off with a girl who's being wheeled into the ER after being stabbed. And she's coughing up a lot of blood. And the mom, she's freaking out. Well, we cut back to the hospital, and that girl who was stabbed, that was Judith. And off in the corner is little Mikey Myers.
Michael, look at me, goddammit!
Well, the doctors inform the mom there's nothing they can do. Judith is dead.
I hate you, Michael!
She snaps and decides that she's going to have to kill Michael. And we've all tried to stab a child, right? The cop tries to stop things from getting worse, but he's stabbed for his troubles. That Michael, what a sweet child. Because it wouldn't be a Halloween fan film without visiting Smith's Grove. That's where we're at. The guys doing security are nice enough to give us a little bit of a backstory about who Michael Myers is.
Well, 40 years ago on Halloween night, he took a kitchen knife, stabbed his sister over 30 times. Yeah, he was only 6 years old.
Which at this point, even Michael Myers looks like he's tired of hearing. And after disposing of Dude Brand security, he's decided enough of this story. I'm going to escape the cell, kill Dude Brand security, and steal myself a vehicle. This vehicle repair shop is apparently run by Fred Sanford's brother, who was just agitated by all the things.
Can't never fix this piece of crap. I spend more time under here than a mole has.
But he won't have to stay agitated much longer. Back in Haddonfield, we get to see all the kids enjoying a nice Halloween night. They're rocking their Halloween costumes, and if they live long enough, we'll be able to star in their own Halloween sequels. And this is a real Halloween Haddonfield. People picking pumpkins, making dick jokes.
Know you like them big.
And teens who are planning on getting frisky at secret parties.
I heard there's going to be lots of private rooms upstairs.
Oh, yeah?
This dad is on top of things. He knows how to properly snoop on his son to know where he's going to be at the end of the night.
Nichols Hardware Building's the last place I look. It's perfect.
Will this good parenting keep his son alive? Spoilers, but no. Oh, so Steve Todd and Rachel Strode were that pumpkin-picking couple from earlier. Oh, so we have another Strode? Where was she on the family tree? And in a case of lazy job performance, this security guard does a half-assed check on if Michael's still in his cell. Little does he know that Michael's on his way to Haddonfield. Dr. Loomis 2.0 notices that Michael's gone.
He's gone from here.
He's gone?
He was gone.
And Michael's gone back home to brush his wildly unkempt hair. Rachel and Steve are also at the home. Yes, Steve also has the very same mask that Michael's gonna need later.
Clown mask rules.
Rachel's parents aren't home,
They left town earlier to go to Russellville.
but Michael is, and he loves to watch.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
And?
And I'm gonna get undressed.
Alright, and?
And I'm gonna get in the shower.
And?
And you're gonna have to wait. Mark got in trouble throwing eggs and soaping windows, and he's grounded. Please stay home and make sure he doesn't go anywhere tonight. Be home after midnight. Thanks. Love, Mom.
Damn, Rachel, why does your stupid brother have to ruin all the fun? Michael, he's gonna stop Steve's fun. So Rachel's brother is gonna hang with that kid from the other Halloween film, and he happens to own a Michael Myers mask.
I can't believe your mom bought you a silver shamrock white face killer mask. These things are like $100.
Oh, Loomis 2.0 is actually named
Dr. Foster from Smith Grove.
Oh yeah, we got your guys called about that fellow that's missing. What's his name?
Michael Myers.
At the police station, he can't stop introducing himself.
Hey, Chief. This is Dr.
Foster. Dr. Foster from Smith Grove.
And then his accent starts sounding more and more like Sam Elliott.
I know he's here, Chief. Have you checked the house where he used to live?
Forrester lets the cops know that Michael is on his way back home.
Because the family that lives there in his house are relatives of his.
The teens in town have decided to spend Halloween at an underground rave. Those lyrics are a little bit on the nose, aren't they? Oh, you're just tempting fate when you say things like that. Rachel, meanwhile, is going to watch a public domain horror movie and brush her hair. And give kids apples on Halloween.
You know you live in the spook house, right?
Well, if you're going to give the kids apples on Halloween, of course they're going to get demonic on you.
He's coming home, he knows you're in the house alone.
But not all the kids want to trick or treat. Look what Rachel's brother is up to. Then there's this one guy who's a complete weirdo reacting to having his house egged.
You think this is funny? Hey, you little pricks, you better get over here and clean this up. I'm gonna take those eggs and I'm gonna shove them up your asses.
And other people, they're the strong silent type when they get egged.
I recognize that mask. It's my sister's stupid boyfriend, Steve Todd.
And her brother, Justin Bieber 2012, thinks that the guy in the mask, that's totally Steve Todd.
Hey, butt monkey, move out of the way. We got business to attend to.
But it isn't. And now the little brat is dead. And by killing this brat, Michael is able to get himself a free, authentic mask. And it's the perfect fit. So Rachel thinks that Steve stood her up and decides, you know what, enough of him. I'm going off to that party by myself.
I can't believe Jericho stood you up. Oh, wait, I can. Yeah.
And at that party, she gets hit on by the very same guy who's throwing the party.
Word on the street is that you and Steve Todd are done. Nice.
Word sure travels fast around here.
And she was also offered to be part of a three-way earlier. So I would say she's getting all the offers tonight.
Three's a crowd.
It's not exactly what I had in mind, but now that you mention
Hey,
it.
you little creep.
Rachel's brother's friend is able to escape Michael Myers. He gets back home, lets his parents know that Michael killed his friend. But that's not before having a nice little trip. Alright, slow-mo that. Yes, Mark Strode is dead. Truly heartbreaking stuff.
Mom, you gotta help it. It's the boogeyman, Mom. Mark Strode is dead.
But you wouldn't know it listening to the brother of the friend.
Yeah, Mom, the boogeyman killed Mark Strode. This next song is dedicated to the man who made Halloween what it is in Haddonfield, Michael frickin' Myers.
So I could stop you from smoking some weed.
Rachel's friends sneak off to smoke weed and have sex. Which really is just kind of baiting Michael to show up. Dr. Forrester sits in with the sheriff, and we find out that he knew Dr. Loomis, and he was actually the one who took over for Loomis to watch Michael Myers.
Michael fell under the care of the state. Me, I suppose. Loomis was convinced that Michael Myers was the very essence of evil itself.
The cops get radioed that Mark Strode is indeed dead.
Body down on Orange Grove.
What?
Back at the dance, Rachel's friends are way too happy to share this with the world on Twitter.
I finally got to see the wild side of Brady tonight, and he is wild.
Some things should not be posted online. Alright, just in case you were worried that this fan film didn't have enough meta jokes, here's another one.
They're playing John Carpenter movies. He's my favorite director.
That movie, They Live, you know, that really says something about society, right? So Michael proceeds to electrocute the cop's son. and then his girlfriend. And he does it right in front of Rachel. That's right, he draws a line in the sand. A line made of blood. And he's really just kind of toying with Rachel at this point. He really could have just grabbed her right here. Dr. Forrester shows up to kill the patient that was supposed to be in his care. Michael must have some poor affordable care coverage if this is the doctor that's been assigned to him. And Michael is down for the count before he gets taken to the hospital. Well, not just the hospital. He actually is going to be taken to hell.
Michael Myers is in hell, where he's supposed to be.
Which is one of the lower level hospitals. Hopefully that's not where the sheriff's son also ended up.
Chief, one of them's your boy Brady.
What?
You let him out!
And you'll never guess, when he's placed in the ambulance, he escapes. I'm just hoping this time that his sister didn't accidentally decapitate the driver. Well, if Michael arrives, hopefully he sets off one of these things. God, is that the least pleasant sound you can listen to. Our next film is Halloween Slaughterhouse. Like the other films, it takes place in Haddonfield. Wait a minute. Langdon, Illinois? Oh, it's for the Halloween nerds out there. That's the town that Dr. Loomis lived in. Are these the kids of the kids who were neighbors to Loomis? And living in the slaughterhouse is two guys who aren't Joel Ortiz or Joe Budden. And they're trying to think of costumes to wear that don't make them look like a gay couple.
Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin doesn't matter. Because if we go as Batman and Robin, no girls are going to want to talk to us.
And they're joined by a girl who won't get them into a party because she's tired from babysitting.
Well, I've been babysitting for 5 hours, so you guys go enjoy yourselves.
And these guys are smart enough to realize that no one would want to hang with them if they didn't bring a girl along.
You're the girl. You're our ticket in.
Michael Myers shows up to humanely put down these two losers. So unnamed girl returns back to the room to continue babysitting, though there doesn't seem to be a kid in sight. That's when Michael shows up, and he decides because she's such a terrible babysitter and Michael takes childcare seriously, this girl has to go.
I think it was Nancy?
Oh, her name was Nancy, but that doesn't really matter now. She's gone. And you have to remember the rule. If the babysitter's dead, you don't tell mom.
Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Guy number 1 finds her and decides that he has to let the other guy know.
Guy number 2? Yeah, guy number 1.
I don't know if it was an accident or...
Dude, chill. Chill.
Guy number 2 is surprisingly calm for someone who just found out their friend has been murdered. Did he arrange for this to happen? Even Michael's like, hey, aren't you supposed to be freaking out more? I did just kill your friend. But that doesn't distract him very long. He follows through with a thorough stabbing. Michael then decides to catch up with the last remaining teen in that house, while enjoying a nice slow-paced walk. He also makes sure to lock the doors behind him while chasing. And then, just to be a dick, he knocks over a bunch of shit. The last kid is trapped in his garage. He's got nowhere to go, and Michael knows this. Michael pulls out a hammer.
Stop. Now make that motherfucker hammer sound like...
And that guy has to pray just to make it today. But he won't make it. Because Michael?
I was too legit to quit.
Our next film is James Grimm's Halloween, The Blackest Eyes, from 427 Films. Like Eric Veda, I have no idea who James Grimm is, and if he's the kind of guy who also makes fairy tales. Grimm's fairy tales. And this film takes place in 1942, on St. Patrick's Day, in Denver, Colorado. Well, that's not true. It's 2019, it's Halloween, and it's in Haddonfield. Our star is a man who writes erotic fiction about Michael Myers.
A half-finished barn. A tumbleweed blows by the screen. A scarecrow with a pumpkin for a head.
At least I guess that's what he's typing up right now. And man, is this guy impressed with his own work. Well, he does have a friend that he calls to invite over. Except the dialogue makes it seem like the friend called to ask himself over?
Yeah, I mean, I was supposed to head back to Springwood tonight, but I just got off the phone with Chris, and that's not gonna happen until Monday, so I'm not really doing anything. I got a trunk full of beer just now, and I don't know, I was wondering if you want to toss a few back.
And the friend didn't lie. He's gonna bring the beer, and he's ready to party like he was the Fonz.
Hey, what's happening, man?
But without knowing it, the friend also brought Michael Myers along. So they start drinking, and the main guy gives this stare like he totally roofied his friend's drink. The friend is going through a divorce.
Chris is gonna stay with her mom for a little bit. Which is for the best, but...
So what's the best way to deal with a divorce? Well, if you answered sit around with your bro and watch Halloween 3, you're a weird guy. But you'd also be correct. So the main guy informs us that Michael Myers escaped last night.
Michael Myers. The Michael Myers, the kid who killed his sister on Halloween night.
No, the Michael Myers that starred in So I Married an Axe Murderer.
I'm afraid that you're gonna leave me.
I'm gonna cleave you? So I married an axe murderer.
This guy has a whole wardrobe of Michael Myers masks to shop from.
So you think we should be concerned at all with Michael Myers? I mean, Smith's Grove is literally just a few miles down from here.
But wait, is Halloween a real event or a movie based on a real event in this timeline? The neighbor's dog tries to be a helpful pooch by barking a warning to the drinking buddies. But how do they thank him? Whoa, little goofs are in serious danger. Your death wasn't in vain, Scooby.
Did you close the garage door?
You said you were gonna close the door.
Alright, so am I to believe that the main character fantasizes about horror movies, yet he leaves his garage wide open while living in Haddonfield, has no weapons he can use in case of an emergency?
You have a fireplace with no fire pokers? I don't use that shit.
It's like he wants to die. So they notice a mask went missing, and in its place, a bloody dog collar. And I don't even know how to describe the acting in this next clip.
What do we do?
And they couldn't have just been drinking. They have to be on some hallucinogens, because props are able to ring the doorbell and say trick or treat. Those definitely aren't kids. The friends think that they're getting fucked with.
In here deliberately for you to find it. No, this isn't some random burglary or some harmless Halloween prank. Someone is f***ing with us.
By who? Do they have enemies? The only potential enemy I could think of is the guy's ex-wife. This guy's days of erotic Halloween fiction are over. He gets KO'd and then gets his throat cut by a box cutter. His friend calls over, but gets no answer. So he bolts from the house. And that's where we find the Myers fanboy bleeding out in his back seat. Hey, he's alive!
I'm dying.
Never mind, he's a goner. This leads to a final confrontation with Michael. No, actually, there is no confrontation. The friend drove off. The end. Good thinking by the friend. Terrible ending for the film. Hello? Yep, hello, let me put you on. Oh, hey. Hey, guys, Michael Myers' agent is on the phone. What? Are you telling me that Michael Myers is not going to show up for our interview unless I buy him a real expensive mask? Can't he just pick up a cheap one? No? Oh, God. You have quite a diva for a client, don't you? If he doesn't like it, what's the worst thing he's going to do? Oh, yeah, you know what? He could do something bad to me, couldn't he? All right, fine. He wants a good mask, he'll get the good mask. Oh, what's that? Nothing from Rob Zombie. I can't promise you that it won't be a Rob Zombie related item, but I will certainly try. All right. Yes, peace. Peace out. Our next film is Valley Entertainment presents Halloween, the Boogeyman. Mission, Texas, October 30th. And we have Cheech and Chong coming back for a 10-year reunion.
Dude, 10 years, bro. 10 years. Can you believe it?
And that brought Michael Myers with them. You know the drill by now. Michael can summon up a version of his mask at will.
Dude, that shit is fucking sick, bro. When they see it, I know they're gonna fucking use it.
The stoner boys run into a tall, bandaged-up person in the middle of the road at night. So naturally, they need to antagonize it. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Oh shit, oh hell nah. Oh hell nah, oh hell nah.
Acting classes? Ah, hell nah.
Hell nah, bruh. Hell nah, bruh.
Any of these characters living very long? Ah, hell nah. And Michael's able to get himself a free mask. Oh, hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah!
So now we meet up with a group of Haddonfielders who, despite living where the murder happened, keep calling everything that happened an urban legend.
You still believe in urban legends, then?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard not to believe in it, man, when it happens in your own hometown. There's not even decorations up, let alone a pumpkin.
I mean, they might still be recovering from that night.
What night?
No night.
You know, I hate it when I'm with my realtor and he's showing me virtual home tours and Michael Myers just pops up. And this crew is able to hear the musical cue.
What was that?
Ben assures the group that they're just being paranoid.
They're not real. Well, if they're not real, how about you go check it out?
Ben?
And then takes them to see his Back to the Future posters.
Happy?
We got ourselves a nice little drone shot. The cops are then alerted that Michael Myers has escaped.
Detective Derek is working on the case. I'll send more info once I get it.
By this point, you gotta think they know the drill. Phew! I'm glad they gave me a time frame. So to scare him some more, Ben decides to share a elaborate spooky ghost story with the crew.
Alright, this kid named Michael Myers just got home from trick-or-treating. Okay? And then something just clicked. More like snapped in his head. He went crazy. Killed his whole family.
And you'll never guess
right
this, but this is Michael Myers' house. It just looks a lot different than you remembered.
The cops came in, they found a family brutally murdered, and the only person that was alive was Michael. He was shocked in fear. They sent him to a mental institution.
No, somebody got Ben down the conspiracy trail.
How can a child kill 2 grown adults and his teenage sister?
And I'm gonna have to cut it before everyone starts to get real lost when he tries to explain the Thorn Curse. Here's our meta joke for this movie.
I don't like you judging right now, Dr. Loomis.
Ben and the girl awkwardly flirt with each other until, well, you know what's next.
Get in here.
Get over here!
Oh, how come everyone's getting some but me? I just want to die. Michael is thrilled to watch again. You know, he has to get his rocks off somehow, and that's by strangling somebody.
Hello? Hello? Let me tell you the story about the call that changed my destiny.
In case you weren't aware, on Halloween, you are allowed one good scare.
Well, it is Halloween, so we are entitled for one good scare.
So earlier in the day, 2 little kids showed up, and they were trying to collect donations for UNICEF. And, well, in exchange for donating, I was able to get myself a nice homemade book that allowed me 5 good scares on Halloween. Ah! What the? Well, there's one of my scares being used up.
There's this guy standing out there with a mask!
The cops get a phone call that confirms Michael's escaped.
Word in the office is that it's Michael Myers.
That kid that killed his whole family?
The one and only.
And this guy, he can run, he can hide, but he can't escape a stabbing. Our post-coitus pals run into Michael Myers.
Fuck! You scared us!
Nice break.
Who's in quite a stabby mood. Ben sacrifices himself, but that's only a temporary slowdown. Even Michael's like, enough, buddy, you're giving me a headache. And Michael's clean sweep continues. Finally, the cops arrive. Except it wasn't a cop. As I learned in the credits, this guy's apparently Dr. Loomis. He's the most apathetic Dr. Loomis I've ever seen. He kind of just walks in like, oh, everyone's dead. Well, nothing we can do about it. Want to go to Wendy's?